Okay, this is the landscape estimate tool. Starting over here, there's a couple different tools. The first one would be the mow time. What this does is it calculates how long, or estimates how long it should take to mow a lawn based off of your yard size and some other parameters. If you don't know how big a yard size is, you can just go on Google the address, and that usually shows the yard size. If it shows it in acres, you can go over to the calculate size, and there's an area conversion over here. So, if I wanted to estimate how long it'd take to mow a yard, I can put in the yard size, 16,000 square feet. Uncut driveway is usually the foundation size or the house size, maybe driveway size. So let's say 2,000 square feet. Mowing speed, usually between 3 and 6 miles an hour works. Mower width, mower overlap would be something around here. Now you notice that in order to pull up a text editor, I can click here. In order to get rid of it, I can hit return, or I can click here. Okay, hourly charge. So if I wanted to charge $50 an hour, additional time, load, unload, things like that. If I hit solve, it's going to take me usually about 45 minutes, and I could charge the customer this much. Next tool is the paver tool. I can enter the entire, what this calculator does is it tells me how many pavers I need to buy to do an area. And if I know the entire, if it's a square area and I know how much area one paver takes up, I can enter that here. Or if I have like an odd shape, let's say like a diamond paver or something, not like a diamond, but like something odd, and I knew that 4 of them put together takes up an area of 144 square inches, I could say that 4 pavers make a square area of 144 inches, and that way there it might be a little bit easier for you to use. So this is how much area I need to be paved. I need to pave, and I can also put the cost here if I want, but I don't need to. If I hit solve, it'll give me the number of pavers required, and I can also put in the cost was $1 per paver. I can also get that value too. Plant quantity. What this does, say I have a distance to cover and I want to fill the whole thing up with plants, it will calculate how many plants I need. So if I need to cover, say, 100 square feet, like say I wanted to build this wall of trees here, 100 square feet long, and my plant was 24 inches wide, and the spacing, say I wanted to space, or I had to space 36 inches between every plant. I can also enter the cost of plant here. I don't need it, but $9, say, and I'll get the number of plants I need and the project cost. Plant spacing is something kind of the opposite. If I have, say, 10 plants and I need to cover 100 feet, it will tell me how far I need to space every plant in inches. Materials coverage, you can use this for like a mulch or a stone or soil even, and simply enter how much area you need to cover in square feet and how thick you're going to lay it down in inches. And also you can put the cost if you need to or want to, but you don't have to. And it will solve the number of yards I need and how much it costs. If you're having a hard time figuring out an area, here are the simple formulas to figure out an area. So say if I had a square with like a triangle, I could add these, figure out the area and add those two together. Also, if I were to build a brick wall, it'll tell me how many bricks I need, how many caps I need, total project cost. So let's say my brick is a foot long, the length of the wall is 144 feet. Say I want to go 3 bricks high, my brick is $2 each, block is $1 each. It's a $1,000 wall, tells me how much of everything I need. Now if I go to calculate, I have area conversions here. These are pretty self-explanatory. So if I need to go square inches to square feet, it'll give me that value. Equipment cost per hour is a formula used to figure out how much your operating cost is going to be. So let's say I buy a new mower at $8,000 and it's expected to run 2,000 hours. Usually you can get that information from the person or the reseller that you bought it for. And let's say at the end I can sell it for $500. And maintenance costs, oil changes, filters, blades, whatever. That usually you can usually get that information from the person you bought it from as well. So let's say I'll just make something up. And fuel costs per hour, you usually figure that out pretty quick. 6. Solve. So this is how much that mower costs to run an hour. You can use this value to help estimate your jobs. If I go to bidding, I can also use this to bid on my jobs. So my material costs, let's say I was doing a bed for somebody and the mulch was $20 for the entire thing. And if I want to mark it up 10%, I'll do that here. My operating costs, let's say $10 an hour. My labor rate, if I want to pay somebody $15 an hour and I want 3 workers, how long do I think it's going to take? It's going to take 2 hours. That's how much I'm going to charge my customer. That's it. Thanks.